I got to tell you something. All of a sudden, I'm looking at the responses as we prepare to launch the debut of Ask Ebony on Friday in a special segment. And these are some of the responses. It just like blew it up. This comes from Joseph Fody. He says, I really want to know why you were on Fox, Ebony. You should be on MSNBC with the rest of the leftist, national, democratic, socialist Nazis.
Oh.
And then in H.H. Lewis, he writes in, so let me get this straight. Born in 1998, did you start college at the age of 12 and law school at 16? Something doesn't figure. So where did you develop an understanding about geopolitics and diversity politics from? Please answer these puzzling questions.
Can I answer that one?
Of course.
So you can't believe everything on the internet. I know that's going to be a shock to everybody. Contrary to, I think, Wikipedia, some stupid site has me at born in 1988. I was actually born proudly in 83. I'm not one of those women that skirts around her age. I am a proud 33, turning 34 in September. It's going to be great.
Another one writes, Richie Prevost. Watched you on Fox and was just wondering if you were born stupid or did that just happen? 4 hate groups were there, KKK, Nazis, Antifa, and Black Lives Matter. Yet no mention of that. Just blame Trump. Very short-sighted and narrow-minded. Fox lost another viewer until you are gone, Ebony K. Williams.
Well, my contract's kind of long, guys.
77 WABC and the WABC radio app.
On which side are you on, boys? Which side are you
on Ebony K. Williams' side? Do you have her baby got no back? Or
shut up, Curtis.
Are you adversarial to her and criticizing her for what she said yesterday on her program on Fox News Channel? The Specialist. To the phones we go. First up in the queue, Tony in Brooklyn. Whose side are you on, Tony?
I'm not on her side. I honestly think that she should get thrown off the show because people have gotten thrown off for a hell of a lot less. And she just made the statement, well, I'm not saying that all races voted for him, but I'm saying that all the races did vote for him. And that's wrong because that's like me saying, well, all the Black Panthers voted for Obama, not once, but twice. It's nonsense.
They probably did, Tony.
But you know what? Because you feel that you could say anything you want.
But I can.
You're untouchable.
Tony, I can say what I want. You know why, Tony? Yeah. Because I've earned the right to say what I want on a show that I host.
And everybody else hasn't earned the right to say
Of course they have. I'm not suggesting anybody get kicked off a show.
This is the first time in 8 years. This is the first time in the history of this country that for 8 years we couldn't complain about the president.
No, that's not true, Tony. Tony, come on. Tony. I worked at Tony. That's not true. I was at Fox News during the Obama administration as well. And I had colleague Eric Bolling said that Obama was drinking 40s on a stoop. What are you talking about, Tony?
Was that true?
No, it wasn't true, but that's what Bolling said, and it was fine. So what's the problem?
It's just like this election. If anybody admitted that they were going to vote for Trump, they were.
Tony, can we talk? Tony, can you talk? Let's just be humans in this moment, right?
Yeah, I am being
okay.
human.
Okay. So listen to this, Tony. Did you not? If you watch Fox, then you know I talked about not even 2 weeks ago how my mother was called stupid for voting for Trump. So I understand what you're talking about. I'm not talking about those Trump voters, and I said that specifically, Tony. Obviously, I'm not talking about you. I am talking about David Duke and the like, who out of their own mouths, Tony, said they were fulfilling Trump's campaign promise. Are you going to deny that?
When people like David Duke or people like, for that matter, Al Sharpton open their mouths, the rest of the world should turn a deaf ear.
But no, we can't turn a deaf ear to it, Tony, because that's a real thing. But Tony, that's a real thing, and those were real people out there protesting.
Tony, excuse me, Tony. What about the president for the first time looking in the camera and saying, I denounce David Duke? Why can't he do that?
For the same reason.
Wait.
Obama,
It's so simple. Forget Obama. We're talking.
But Obama's gone, Tony.
Right,
we're talking about President Trump.
David Duke. He can't say anything negative about David Duke. Why?
And Obama could never say anything.
Forget.
About
What is this
Wright.
Obama thing?
They
The
can't.
president
They
is
can't.
Donald Trump now.
You know what? Let's play
He should
cut
look
7,
in the camera
Brian.
and say, David Duke is a racist. I don't want your vote. I don't want your supporters' votes. Very simple.
Play cut 7, because clearly
What about
people aren't
Black
getting
Lives
this.
Matter? What about Obama? Well, guess what? Obama had a lot of missed opportunities to effectively lead a national dialogue around race in America. And his legacy will carry those shortcomings. But he's no longer in the Oval. This moment is on you, President Trump.
Okay, stop it. So there we are. So that goes for the caller we just had and anybody else that's really mad at me in this moment, Curtis, because what about Obama? Obama's legacy will have to either explain or account for what Obama failed to do. But we are talking about a brand new president in the U.S., Donald J. Trump, that has his own unique opportunity. So let's talk about that.